these are all new poems. Female as thunder, the air filled with thought, felony, drainage. Saints follow Christ in tears. I followed a woman up 8th Avenue today. It was the color of her hair, ginger and Merovingian thick, percussion gentle like shaking dried vanilla beans. It shivered on her head, down her neck, all the way to the 7th century. For Virginia, you don't know what it's like at the strangest times, your face pouncing into my mind like a wounded cheetah, gripping your memory so tightly over years it leaves blood on my hands as on your lips. It comes and goes, might be days or months, and with only the vaguest idea of places you are, have been, the way your name attaches itself to me like lipstick on airplanes, steep hills in San Francisco, First Street in the rain, the ache that comes in parabolas of longing. I wanted to tell you because you should know that my greatest nights in California were the nights I spent inside Virginia. This is called Jukebox, and it's for a poet, this Detroit poet who died last year, Jim Gustafson. Now I've come to realize that I am a jukebox, a very old jukebox. I spent my early years in the elegant saloons of downtown Detroit. I still recall the cool brush of pearls against my glass as women leaned over me to read what I had to give, to discover what I had within me. It changed from week to week. During Prohibition, I was trucked off to a garage in the middle of nowhere but a desolate winter. And for years, I stood disconnected in pools of oil and antifreeze beside a refrigerator without a door. I should make this clear right now. I play only 45s, aching spirals of black vinyl. I do not play compact discs. I do not show videos. They are digital technologies. I am an analog thing. I participate in your consciousness as you participate in mine. When they discovered me last year, they tried to insert a laser inside me, but I rejected it like a badly transplanted heart. Look at my lines. I have a right to be proud. On each side, I have wide tubes filled with amber and green liquid where large bubbles form and flow constantly, bottom to top. It's true, my needle has turned slightly dull, and my tone arm skips across the music, creating lovely variations and distortions each time they drop onto the turntable and play songs that bring memories painful as dry ice. Now I have been hauled to the cemetery and placed on brittle grass without shade over your grave instead of a headstone. My guts filled with all your favorite songs, just as you wrote it out. And instead of flowers or stones, all your friends come with rolls of quarters. Today, the tall woman, thin with long straight hair, inserted $10 in even change on the same song, F6, and danced away to my speakers blasting Brown-Eyed Girl over and over, the morning through, in the grass grinding above you. This is a prose piece, actually, a prose poem. She was a diagnosed schizophrenic. When he walked into her apartment, in fact, he noticed a document on the wall from the Social Security Department of the state of New York certifying her as a schizophrenic and thus eligible for financial benefits, medical treatments, and food stamps. She had it hanging under glass in a walnut frame, as if it were a diploma or a law degree. When she was lucid, she would speak of her ailment as if it were a blessing bestowed on her by God, or a capability that she had worked strenuously over many years to master. She made it sound as if she could dunk a basketball or perform jaw-dropping feats of magic. Yes, yes, she would speak loudly. I am a diagnosed, fully certified schizophrenic, and I am getting progressively worse. It is a disease, you know. It has to do with the chemicals in my brain being out of balance. It's quite complicated, really. I have a very, very complicated disease. She said this with such pride. As she continued to talk, however, she would slip away from the articulate and refer to the panthers that inhabit my lungs, whose paws sometimes scratch me while they tell secrets even Jesus does not know. There's no way you're getting me near those railroad tracks, don't even try. She would lapse from clarity into such phrases without warning in the space of a single sentence, as if one were leisurely walking along a country road and suddenly plunged off the edge of a cliff, plummeting straight into the ocean below. Everything I've learned, I have stolen from her pockets. Everything I have written, I've learned on her lips. She keeps her lips inside the pockets of her down jacket on winter mornings. They sound at times like a thief's bag filled with $50 minted before the world wars. At times, like Arctic silence, they click like a perfect lock, two rocks tapped underwater. Exiting the bakery on 9th Avenue, which makes breadsticks shaped like stilettos, and the owner speaks Esperanto with a Romanian accent. And over the cuspidate wind, she barely hears her lips, zippers speaking in her pocket, speaking softly, but the wind dies, and finally she hears and takes her finger and gently strokes her lips as one, like a salamander, and they go silent until she decides to place them back on her face, where I have stolen everything I've learned. All right, Buddha gets a backstage pass, but his friends have to pay.